everybody, this is Premium DLX, and this is Premium Starcraft. Now, today we're going to be casting another game between Lucifron and Mana, and they will both be spawning in the respective corners of this map, which I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, and it's not going to come to me anyway. So, anyway, this is the second game I've casted between them. I've actually casted them in reverse order by accident, so this is actually the first game in the tournament that this comes from, which was the TeamStory Cup, which happened not too long ago. And so, if you haven't seen the other game between the two players, then watch this one first. In fact, I'll actually just make it so that the episodes make sense. But yeah, this is from the TeamStory Cup, and both of these players are Pro League players. Really good at what they're doing. We had a really good game, the one that I casted last. But like I said, you're gonna have to check that out after this one, because that's how these games were actually played instead of the reverse order. But we do have Lucifron spawning up in the upper left-hand side and Mana in the lower right-hand side. So this is this map is one of those. This is one of those maps where it's really easy to get the natural, and relatively easy to also take the third. These collapsible rocks you can knock down, blocking off the path, but you do have to destroy these destructible rocks as well to get easy access to it, which really prevents early thirds from being put down in that location. And if you're going to go for an early third, you typically would want to grab it in the in this area, but this was also a little bit more difficult to defend, because you have to either place your army here in this area to prevent any attacks from going over in that direction. But it becomes very open to any kind of medevac drops, Oracle harass, definitely muta. But you know, hopefully we'll see no muta in this matchup, because that would be awfully strange. All of a sudden, Mana is producing 13 muta. They're flying in, Jesus. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, we do have the cybernetics core now going down for Mana. Looks like he's going to be grabbing warp gate right away. We do have the expansion going down for Lucifron, completely walling off. Over here we have another barracks as well, and looks like this is going to be shaping up to be he is definitely going for a little bit larger of a tech build. We do have the Reaper in the base doing a little bit of harassment, taking out one probe. Is he going to get another one? He doesn't have the Stalker out yet. He might be able to get another kill with this guy. The Stalker is just getting out. He's going to have to back that out of there. Is he going to lose it? Ooh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. He's just barely gets out of there. And thankfully, since the new patch, the Reapers do regenerate health very quickly there. You see that it's almost all the way back up to half. He's going to be able to just hang out there for a minute before he goes back in and tries to take another swing at some of these probes. But he did lose 3 probes. Oh man! So that Reaper's definitely going to be paying for itself just on that. But the other benefit of putting out these early Reapers is the just massive amount of scouting that you're able to get done. Now this mothership core is going to be able to see that. He's going to just have to quickly get away from there. But he was able to see that the expansion was going to go up. So Lucifron is going to be able to go for he's going to know that that the expansion's going up. He's going to be able to put together a little bit more of units. He knows that there's no early pressure coming over here. So he's going to be able to just relax for a minute. Well, this Reaper is just doing laps around this base. Now he's got to actually double jump over here, one up there, and he's gonna have to cancel that because this Stalker is just in position to deny that. Man is actually doing a really good job at keeping the Reaper out of his main base and away from seeing what he's actually doing. He has the robotics bay going down. He has another gateway going down. Warp gate is just about to finish. We do have the expansion almost finishing, and this mothership core is coming up. Going to be able to maneuver itself actually probably right behind the mineral line, maybe even get a kill or two. But these Marines are going to have to be on alert because this thing is rolling into the base, and if this mothership core gets caught out of position, it is going to get slaughtered. What the hell? I heard the noise of this thing firing, but I didn't see anything. So maybe it misfired. It was a dud. This mothership core's got to go back for maintenance. It seems to be not working fully functional right now. So we're gonna have to send that back, and we'll send another one immediately. He's gonna hopefully he opened it carefully, and he's gonna be able to return it with the original receipt. But you know, we'll find out about that later. We do have the robotics bay going down very quickly, so we are gonna be seeing very quick Colossus over here, which is gonna be absolutely devastating if all that if all that Lucifron is going to be going for over here is just the Marines, which is all I'm seeing right now. We have one Marauder on the way. We have the starport now almost complete, so we are going to be seeing the medevac support when drops are going to be starting soon. Now, one thing to know as a Protoss player is that when you're fighting against Terran, it's usually around 11 minutes that you will start to see any kind of medevac drop in a standard game like this. So if anything, man is going to really want to start, you know, putting up maybe a cannon, maybe a forward pylon, or an observer in these areas over here or over here, just to spot any medevac drops that might be on their way. As he is now going to be scouting it. He's going to see that there's medevacs coming out, so he's going to definitely want to watch out for drops coming around the 11-minute mark. But we do have the armory going down, so he's going to be able to get the 2-2 upgrades, as well as anything else that he may want with with an armory. But we do have the first Colossus just finishing now. Let's see, where is he? Oh, there he is, the Colossus. Look at how big this thing is. Oh my God! One time I was playing the campaign, the new Heart of the Swarm campaign, and that level where where you have to kill those the hybrids as they're spawning or whatever, and they spawn at as you're fighting them with the swarm, and they're warping in Protoss units to help the hybrid and kill your army. And I killed the Colossi so fast that they didn't have a time to finish spawning, and for some reason the unit model just blew up, so I had huge Colossus feet like on my screen, and they stayed there for a little bit because of the death animations now, and I just like I couldn't see anything. I was laughing to death. Oh my, I think I barely managed to defeat the level because I was laughing so hard. But anyway, back to what's going on. We do have the factory floating in here. Oh, if he's not careful, he's gonna this factory is gonna be able to land somewhere, and it is just gonna be so annoying. It could land right here. It could land over here. It could land, you know, it could even land down there, somewhere on the low grounds, right next to that. Is that a mammoth? Mammoth bones? Be better if it was like ultralisk bones. That'd be cool. But we do have this units. Just checking out, taking a couple of peeks at what's going on inside the base. This Colossi is definitely going to be denying this whatever aggression he's got planned, because there's no way he's going to be able to go up against a Colossi with this army. But while he's over there just presenting his army, it's like a kind of like a peacock, you know. He's just kind of showing him that he has got the feathers, you know. Oh, he's gonna be running in there trying to make the mad dash. Is he gonna be able to deny the third? I don't know if he's gonna be able to. This thing's spawning a lot of health. Ooh, and he gets the medevac, and he's gonna have to roll out. That was really close, though. That was a really good maneuver. Good use of those units. But we do have a third completely up and running right now. Vikings are gonna be on the way. I believe we have 4 of them on the map right now. Oh, there's 2, and we got 2 more on the way. So this army is now going to be taking shape quite scary. Man is going to definitely want to see that this is coming over here, and he's going to have to prepare adequately for this, because right now he does not have the army production that he needs to fight this off. But we do have the rollout into the main base. They're going to be applying pressure right onto his natural. He's got to get these units into position. He warps in a lot of stalkers. Gonna be able to finally take out this annoying factory that's just been hovering around. It's a good unit to scout with, though, 'cause it's hardy. You know, I mean, a little bit slow, but whatever. He'd really want to get these rocks down so that he could buy himself a little bit more time, especially with the especially with this army now lingering. He is going to see that we got 2 drops coming in, so he's going to want to move his army into position to intercept those. But where are they going? They're going to be going directly into the main base, it seems. But he is rolling out with his army. They're going to be caught out of position, and if both of these medevacs are able to successfully drop over here, it's going to be quite devastating. Oh, when they drop in the natural, they're going to be able to take out almost every single one of these probes. The zealot is just not going to be enough, forcing the army to fall back. They're going to be able to take out this nexus. Ooh, and that's going to be a huge loss for mana. While Lucifron did not lose a single unit. Now these guys are going to be able to just scoot on home. Job well done, boys. Ooh, a lot of Vikings. A lot of Vikings going to be making those. Going to be making these colossi real susceptible to that, and these stalkers are completely out of position. Hopefully they. Ooh, oh no! He is going to lose every one of these stalkers right now. Oh my gosh, almost with a good blink gets them back in. But these colossi are just denying this army. We have a lot of Vikings, and they are going to be able to delete those colossus from the game. We do have 2 upgrades now on the Marines, almost finishing to attack. Oh wow, this engagement is really going to be really tense. They're doing a lot of back and forth damage. The stalkers are just barely going to be holding off those Vikings, but he is going to need to get a little bit more anti-air to take care of that, because if he gets those Vikings into a position where they're going to be able to take out those colossi, then we are going to be in real rough shape over here for anybody who's rooting for the Protoss player right now for mana. Thankfully, he does have this observer. He's going to be able to see all this army just kind of chilling out here, and he is going to be the suspense is killing me right now. We're going to see a large engagement here if either of these players gets their army out of position or overextends themselves. It's pretty much we're just waiting for the first person to make the mistake. These stalkers are going to be absolutely crucial. They are caught down on the low ground, but they are going to be able to move back up and start taking out these Vikings. And we do have a lot of conflict right now. The colossi are going down. The Vikings are just too heavy in number. They're going to be able to completely wipe out the colossi. Every single one of them is lost. And we have a huge army of Marines and Marauders just sitting down there. Oh, and the High Templar are down. Do they have Storm yet? No, they don't. Oh my gosh. And it's just going to be finishing. Oh, and he is now forced to retreat. Oh my god, man, it just barely holding on there. If they had broken through, that would have been absolutely devastating. Without Psionic Storm research, that would have been oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, and that was a very tense moment, but we do have a 4th base now going down for Lucifron, who is going to be taking advantage of the pressure that he just built on Mana, who is also going to be scouting for a 4th base, going to be making sure that there's nothing he can safely send a probe over there to do some dirty work. He does have the observer in position to see any drops that might be incoming, and this observer is now going to be able to spot the location of the army and what the unit composition actually is. That's really going to help him out. We do have these stalkers now gaining a little bit of map control. Going to be able to do a little bit of look around, see what's actually going on. These Marines are running around, but we are definitely going to need to see something out of. We're definitely going to need to see something out of Lucifron if he doesn't want to. Ooh, ghosts. Good call. So these ghosts are going to be absolutely pivotal in taking out these High Templar, which are beginning to be extremely high in number, because these Vikings are essentially rendered useless now with no more Colossi in the field, and this army is now moving into position to hopefully attack. We might be seeing a large engagement here, and if he does, these High Templar are going to have to stay away from the ghosts. They can't go in first. Oh, a nice storm there. He's moving his army back. He's not going to be able to. Oh, we have another Colossi, and this is shaping up to be another large engagement. We have the SCVs even doing some work. Oh, but they are just going to get roasted. That might just be for Lucifron to free up a little bit of supply so he can make a little bit more units, because right now his economy is booming. Oh my god, but if a couple of good storms, then, oh, he gets almost every single one of the ghosts. We do have so many ghosts now on the field. This is going to be absolutely terrifying for those High Templar, which are definitely going to want to back out and hopefully get in a better position to defend this attack. We do have the Colossus on the field again, but these Vikings are just so large in number. I just don't know what mouz is going to be able to do, or Mana is going to be able to do about this. Lucifron is just taking control with this army. Is just absolutely. Oh, another excellent storm! Oh my God, almost losing some medevacs. This army has just got to get. They have just got to get in a position where they're going to be able to do some damage. Oh, and a large engagement. This is it. The High Templar need to get some good storms in there because these Zealots cannot hold out for much longer. And the Stalkers are just not going to be able to take out the Vikings because they're just too large in number that all the Colossi go down. Oh my God. And Lucifron is definitely going to be winning this engagement, forcing the retreat. The High Templar just burned down. The Colossus are just deleted from the game. The Vikings are just too large in number. We had only one left. Definitely talk about cost efficient, man. But Lucifron is definitely going to be. Ooh, and we have another large amount of units coming out. We have one High Templar, which could get one good storm and just knock out almost every single one of these medevacs, but he is not able to get in the position that he needs to get that done. But Mana really needs to be putting down this fourth base because Lucifron is now putting up his fifth and a sixth command center, which we may see a planetary fortress, or he may just be able to lift that up and put down yet another expansion. Oh, we are going to be seeing the proxy pylon though for a warp and a zealots to deny this expansion, which would definitely be beneficial right now because he needs to do something. He's slipping behind in the economy, and this army is just keeping him in his base where he needs to do it. Lucifron is definitely taking control of this game right now. And we do have the warp in. I don't know if it's going to be enough to do any significant amounts of damage though, especially with this army just knocking on Mana's door. We do see Archons now being thrown into the mix, just what he needs. Oh my gosh. This engagement is just absolutely devastating. I don't see Mana having enough to just take on all these units, and these Vikings are still doing work on the Colossi. A storm, but it's just not able to get. Oh, and there's the GG. Wow. An excellent game from both players. Lucifron was able to really just have an answer for any kind of power units that Mana was able to produce. We had two planetary fortresses getting put down over here, but Lucifron definitely with the booming economy would just he pretty much expanded unabated throughout the entire game, which really helped accent this large army that he was able to produce and very rapidly put out the units he needed to counter the High Templar when they came out. Mana just not able to have an answer for those Vikings, could not produce the Stalkers he needed to put them down, and rendering those Colossi that he teched into just completely obsolete. But anyway, this is an excellent game. This has been Premium Starcraft, and I'll see you guys next time.